Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast. I'm Raj. Mick is out this week, so I've brought back Hiren. How are you, man?
It's been a while, man. I feel neglected. You had me on for like three in a row, and then you're like, "Nah, fuck off, man."
Then I'm like, nah, it's done. It's
I've
done.
had enough.
Nah, man. It's always good to have you back, bro.
No, I've been good, man. How you keeping,
It's
man?
always good to have you back. Good, man. Big news, bro.
Amen.
The news is that we have moved. And it was like nothing. I didn't announce any of the process in any of the episodes. This is a process that's been going on for the past year, and I never mentioned it. And the reason I never mentioned it on the podcast is because we went through 3 different situations where we thought we were getting a house, and then it fell through 3 different times, bro. And then I was like, I ain't gonna even bother this time. And we were even like halfway, even when we were like really close to the process, we were like, okay, it's probably going to fall through. Something's going to happen. Something's going to go wrong. So, yeah, I didn't say anything. And yeah, it's done, bruv. It all kicked off. So that's the news, man. That's the news of the week.
I remember moving, and I'm going to be honest with you, it is a literal nightmare.
It's the hardest thing you ever do, bruv. That's what they say. They say it's up there with divorce.
It almost caused a divorce, bro. Oh my god! I'll say the process, and what happened. But I'm telling you now. At one point, my wife turned to me and she goes, "I can't believe you left me in this effing situation." I'll tell you about the effing situation in a minute. It was not fun. Because I thought I was Billy Big Bollocks. But I'll get to that in a minute. So from start to finish, how did it go for you?
So we knew that it was coming up, but we just also were nervous about it because the people that were, so we had to sell our flat, right? So we were part of a chain. So we had to sell our flat to buyers, and we had to purchase a property, and those people were purchasing another property. So just like,
yeah, I've been in a chain as well. That's annoying.
It was just very delicate, right? We didn't know, and our people were trying to squeeze us. And then the people that we were buying off were fine. Like there was no issues. We liked the house and all of that. But the guys that were buying off us were first time buyers, so they were just like really like picking at stuff. So that was very stressful because you think, oh yeah, okay, we're getting through it, and then there's some more legal queries, legal things that come up, or they say something. So all of that was going on, and then we were like, let's just pack. And once we get the completion, right? So no, which one's first? Exchange and complete. What is it, bruv? I just went through this process.
I think
you exchange first, you exchange contracts,
complete.
and you complete. Bruv, this is I'm so done with it.
It's such a shit process.
So it's so bad, bro. You know, in the US, legally it cannot be this long.
How long is it there?
The moment that if you agree to purchase the place, you're basically the contracted at that point, and you cannot back out. Here, you can put an offer on 5 different houses, bro. there's no stopping you.
No, it's the solicitors that make this so long, man.
And they make the most money.
They take forever. They all like,
yeah.
You know, the annoying thing is when you have to chase them up, and then you're like, oh, have you sent the email? It's a simple email, bro. And they're like, oh no, we're just waiting for this thing. They're not waiting for anything. I don't understand why it's such a long and arduous process legally. Because they say they protect you, but I don't feel like they do.
They just protect you because it takes so fucking long, bro. So they just wait it out.
And the mortgage can expire.
Yes, the mortgage, the rate, right? Yeah. So that's the thing. This is why the stress is next level, because so little of the process is within your control. Like the majority of it is, you know, in the hands of the solicitor, or in the hands of the buyers, or in the hand of the estate agent, or in the hands of the seller. So you've just got to be okay with just not having control of the situation. And then it makes it worse if you're frustrated with your current place and you need the space, or you really, really like the house, because then you're getting your hopes up. So it's just like tenuous in all directions. But we said we will start to pack once the contracts have exchanged, which was 1 week before the move.
What?
So then we did, So we did that, and it wasn't too bad. We had some help to kind of pack up the flat. We had a company that obviously did the removals and stuff, but we were moving down the road, bruv. And you know when I say down the road, literally down the road. Same road, bruv. But because it was part of a chain, we had to vacate the property, so we couldn't.
Do the people know who bought your flat know you're going down the road?
No, they
that
can't.
Would be such an error, because they'd be like, "You lied, you prick. We got damp."
They just come outside the front door, bro.
Like, you painted over that, you prick.
Yeah, no, they don't know. And even if they do, there's nothing. We have nothing to hide, man. We told them everything. There was nothing, outstanding or anything like that. And they had a survey done and all of that. And then, so then you played a role in the move, bruv. A very important role, which you didn't know that you were going to play. I didn't have any
intention of playing a role. Nor did I want to.
So I wanted to remove the thermostat. And the reason why I wanted to remove the thermostat is because I wanted to keep it. It was an expensive thermostat. And I had a basic one that I wanted to swap it out with, which is what was there in the beginning, right? I just wanted to put back what was there and take the expensive one. And I installed the Nest thermostat myself.
Yeah.
And this was the night before. I tried to disconnect it, and I rewired it. And it turned on, so the thermostat was connected. The new thermostat that I wanted to put in was all connected. Me and Gagan are sitting there. Obviously, I turned off all the power, turned off all the lights. So she's there standing, holding her phone with the flashlight. And then she's like, "Oh, good job, babe." And then I turned the knob, right? And then you go, and then it just turned off. And then I turned it back on. You know how in those movies you like turning it off, turning it on, turning it on. Nothing happened. I was like, "Fuck." And then I was like, okay, well, maybe the fuse is gone. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm pretty sure that this should work. There was 4 wires that needed to go, that went into the Nest, but there was only 3 slots for this new.
I wanted you to tell everyone clearly what you thought and what you did, because it's when you texted me going, "All right, Hiren, it's urgent. I need you to call you. Do you know electrics?" And I was like, "I know a bit about electrics, but my brother's an electrician, so I can call him." And I was like, "But just call me anyway, it's not a problem." And she's like, "It's urgent." I was like, "Yeah, well, whatever." And I can't remember what it was. I was like, "Give me 15 minutes. I think I was eating. And you don't even like a plate of food. You're like, "All right, let me just rush through this." I get through to you. And then you send me the pictures of the thermostat. And I look at it and I'm thinking, okay. I was like, who took it apart? Because I thought somebody else did. And you were like, it was me. And I was like, okay, cool. Did you take a picture of what it was before you took it apart? You were like, no. And I was like, fucking, that was error number 1. Okay, error number 1. Whenever you're taking a light switch on, just take a picture beforehand. Even I would do that. Yeah, I was like, just do it. It's just so easy if you're not an electrician, right? So I was like, all right, that was error number 1.
It's good advice. That's good
error
advice.
Number 1. Error number 2. You go, I was like, okay, so I'm looking at the pictures, and then you've written on it where the wire should go. I was like, who wrote this? You're like, me. And I was like, well, this is clearly wrong. Because it looked like somebody had, pre-wired it and wrote on each wire what it should be. And you're like, no, that was my handwriting. And I was like, well, why would you write that?
To help me in it, so I know where their wires go. Yeah, I didn't.
And
bro.
Then this is where the worst bit was. You were like, I was like, there's 3 wires, and then I'm trying to figure out, saying, it looks like it's right, and you're like, oh no, there's a 4th wire, and I said, well, what did you do with the 4th wire? Because I just left it at the back. So do you think now, before the wire was relevant, now it's not relevant? Do you think in your house there's just random wires not connected to anything?
I just think sometimes there's wires that are surplus to requirements, man.
Just Ahmad just sitting there chilling.
Just Ahmad, man, just jamming. And your bachelor just chilling, bro. Like a spare kako, bro, at a wedding.
When you told me that, I was like, oh, this guy's fucked up. Because you were like, oh, there's only 3 slots. But I was like, you can put the 2 wires in one slot. And I think
I'm not going to do that, bro, because then I think it might short circuit. I might kill myself. At least if there's one wire that the circuit is not complete, it's a less risk than it blowing up. That's how I was thinking, bro. I was so scared, bro. Yeah, turning it on, bro. I was like, stand back. Don't go near the boiler. I'll do it myself.
Even with all that being said, do you know what the worst part of this story was? Is when you turn to it and you go, they're moving in 2 or 3 hours. I go, what the fuck? Why are you doing this now?
Yeah. So this is it, right? I called just for the purposes of this story. I called you the next day. So I went to sleep with it unfixed.
Insane, by the way.
And yeah, I went to sleep with it unfixed. And then the next day was the day of the move. And we had the removal company was coming. They were doing their thing. And I basically had the day up until 2:00. And I tried a few bits and pieces. And then I think I called you around 12 maybe, or like maybe 11.
We were texting, I think, around that time. And then I said, I said it was like 10 o'clock, and I said, I'll call my brother. My brother was with my son because he was half term. He's like, I'll take him out. He was in the cinema. And the annoying thing was, I don't remember I was going to the cinema fucking years. And the one time I was like, there's a bit of an emergency. Can we sort this out? And then he got hold of me afterwards. And do you know what? Do you know what the first thing he said to me? He goes, first he goes, why would he do this now? That was the first thing he said. Why would he do this now? Then I go, is there any chance you could just wire it? Like, I'm thinking this is going to be like, Apollo 13, where he tells you, like, how to fix it from, like, just over the phone. I was like, yeah, my brother's he can do this. He turns to me and he goes, Hiren, this is so stupid because I don't know what wire's going where. I don't know what this is doing. I know it's a 4-core cable, but it's got to do X, Y, and Z. And he's like, I need to go there and test it. He goes, does he have any testing equipment? And I remember texting you. I was like, bro, what tools do you have?
I've got a screwdriver.
I just got a screwdriver. I thought, your level of confidence in wiring is exceptional, bro. To go to sleep the night before and be like, I'll figure this out. I may have blown up the. You could have blown the fuse. You could have fucked up the switchboard in the boiler. But you're like, I'll figure this out with the screwdriver.
Well, I can't. I need a good night's rest before a big move, bro.
This is insane. You would think, worst case, emergency plumber or electrician, I was calling about tonight. Fuck it, we'll get it sorted tonight. What did Gagan say? Didn't Gagan be like, you idiot?
I was, you know what? She was surprisingly chilled about it, but she did after the whole ordeal say that I wish you just listened to me, and I should have, bro. I should have listened to her. So basically, after we spoke, you basically said to me, "Jit is out. He can't watching Kuch Hota here." What film was he watching? What film was he watching?
Bad Guys 2. It was a kids' film.
Okay, so he's watching Bad Guys 2. So he is out. So then I called an electrician. I called a Sparky, right? So now I've add up the cost, bro. Yeah. No, a Sparky. Called a Sparky. I said, look, I need you to come over here immediately. For the first guy I called, check this, right? I called this guy and I was like, I have a real urgent thing. I'm moving out in 2 hours. Shouldn't have told him that. And then he was, oh, it sounds like you're in a bit of a bind. And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you know what? There's a real shortage of tradesmen at the moment. I was like, okay. He was like, I can get you someone out in 45 minutes. I go, okay, cool. How much? $399 plus VAT. I was like, what? You, bro.
Bro, for $399, bro, at the cinema and taking it to your house.
I would have picked up your brother, bro. And then I was like, yeah, that's okay. I'm okay. And then I called another company and then they sent the Sparky around 140. Okay. All right. Oh no, 120. Yeah, £100 plus VAT. So he came and he had a look at it. He got the boiler up and running, but it was just on or off. So it wouldn't connect to the actual hot water. So for that, he needed to do like a proper rewire. He said exactly the same thing as what Jit said. I don't know what wire controls what. And I can't open that because you need a gas engineer to open that.
I actually think, if I'm being honest, right, I think he could have opened it. Because I've opened switchboards where you can actually see where the wire goes in, and he doesn't have to touch any gas pipes.
Yeah, he said he said I could do it, but it's not legit. So
if you paid him $399, it would have been legit, bruv.
Yeah, of course, if I gave him the rest in cash, and then I'm like, okay, fine. Now I need to get a gas engineer. So then I'm calling around trying to find someone. I called like 3 different places to get back to me and say, look, yeah, I've got an urgent job. This is what I need. Now I know what I need, right? I need a gas engineer. I need someone that can connect up these wires. And they were all saying, we'll get back to you. Bruv, and then at this point, now I'm like feeling it, because it's like, I think it was 1 o'clock at this point. So we need to get out. And I went down the street, because you said to me, try to change the fuse and see if that makes a difference. So I was going to go and get the fuse, the spare fuses, and on the way I saw this guy in his van.
Oh shit.
And I just thought, let me just do what my dad does. And I was like, excuse me, do you happen to be a plumber? He goes, yeah, but I'm pressed out, and I've got a job right now. I'm literally in the middle of the job right now, and I don't have anybody else. I said, I'll pay you cash. Very desperate. And then he was like, let me see what I can do. So then I go back and I tell Gogan, we're either going to get 4 gas engineers in the next hour or no one. Bro,
they all shot.
No one turned up. No one turned up.
The man on the road.
No, not in the man on the road. And then it was now 2 o'clock. So we had to be out, right? And then I just said to Gogan, I'm just going to wire the nest back in. I don't care. Like,
but did you know which wire went where? Because when I asked you that on the phone, you said no.
I didn't, but I kind of was like, I'll figure it out.
Oh my! If you knew, do you know what's so funny? If you knew that, you could have wired it incorrectly.
Yeah. But I looked at the instructions for the nest, and the nest instructions made me get it right.
Do you know what? I haven't really got many words for you, bro. I asked you that question before.
I know, but I couldn't remember at that. But when you were talking to me, I was feeling the pressure, man. I felt like I was on Kono Benega Kororpati.
I felt like your dad telling you off. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Are you telling me now?
So I rewired the nest, take the other one, take my screwdriver, cut my losses, and get out. Because the way I looked at it at that point was, I can't spend, if I'm spending any more money here,
it's not worth the nest.
It's not worth it. It's not worth the nest. I could spend that money on a new one. So let the new owners enjoy having a wirelessly controlled thermostat, and I'll sleep a little bit better at night knowing that I'm not going to blow anything up.
I'm 99% certain you wired it in wrong, bruv. I'm like 99%.
No, I checked it before I left.
I'm telling you now.
I checked it 100 times, bro. I was like, let me make sure.
Randomly, they're gonna
I checked it from my phone.
Like, oh, by the way, the nest doesn't work that well. Does it? Did you like it when you had it?
No, it definitely works. I was just like, it just made me realize that you know what it is when you're moving house. Don't try and save money. Just don't try and save money. Seriously, it's not worth it. Your money's gonna go, bro. The process of purchasing a house, you've already said, my wallet is empty.
Yeah.
Take what you need, because everyone's gonna take a bit. The lawyers will take it. The estate agents will take a bit. Your removal people will take a bit. We have to get a parking permit, bro. They charge for a parking permit here, and the place that we were moving into, they went all out and got parking permits and stuff. I didn't want to do that. So do you know what I did, bro? This is how I'm trying to save money, bro. I'm so good, bro. I went to my dad's house and I brought his car over and I parked the car in the most ghettoest obnoxious way, 2 cars took up like 3.5 parking spaces.
You just laterally parked it.
Yeah.
Speaking of not what do you call it? Trying, just spending wisely when you're moving. I did the exact opposite when I moved.
Oh, you spent like crazy.
No. As in, I didn't spend wisely. I was
Oh.
King Guju that day because
Okay.
So, quick background is we moved into that flat ages ago, and she was moving like from her flat which she shared with someone, and I was coming from my parents' house, right? And I don't own much, and at this point we have no kids, so she had quite a bit, but it was like maybe 2 car loads, or did we do it in 1 car, something like that. It wasn't the end of the world. We didn't need a van for her stuff. We just bought it. Again, we didn't have any furniture. We didn't really have much when you move into your first flat. So, and also, that was an easy move. That was really simple. You just did it, I did it as and when because I came from my mum's house. But then over the years, we had 1 kid, just 1 kid, by the way, to make it clear, and you accumulate stuff. Now, my wife hoards like my mum, yeah, and I didn't know this until we moved because we were lucky in our flat. We had a loft space.
Oh, nice.
So just a little space, just boarded out, and you're like, all right, cool. And then over the years, you load it up, but you never think about it. You never think, oh, I'm gonna have to move this one day. You just keep piling it up.
You it's just like, oh, look, there's so much space. Oh no, there's more space.
And my skill in life is I'm really good at Tetris, so I can pack shit up so tight. It's incredible, bro. And it's like it's a gift and a curse in this scenario. Definitely. So now, because I do construction and stuff, and like I'm like, you know what? We didn't have a big. We didn't have. I can't remember if we had a small van or something, but we didn't have a big enough van, so we had to hire a van. So I was like chatting to my brother. My brother was like, "Oh, we'll move. It's just me and you. It's not a problem." And my wife was like, "Yeah, I'll, we'll send my son to your mum's." I was like, "This is easy work. This is not, we're moving from a small flat. Well, I said like a normal size flat, 2-bed flat, to a house, like a decent sized house." And I'm like, "Yeah, we can't have that much stuff." I looked at the. I was like, "Yeah, it's not that much." And then I kid you not, my wife gets ill. Oh, our chain was a nightmare because we were 1 week away from losing our mortgage, like it's expiring.
Oh, the rate,
and it wasn't just us; it was everybody else in the chain because the person buying our house, she had a massive palaver, and the lawyers or solicitor people advising were terrible because she moved out, had to live in a hotel for a week before her final thing came through. She was waiting for one last thing to come through for a mortgage, and everybody was on eggshells waiting for her to go through. Because we were moving. Do you remember after COVID, where everything went crazy in property? Like we were putting offers. This is the most ungoody thing I've ever done. We were putting offers above asking.
Yeah,
I put 25 grand above asking in one of the properties. It was crazy, and we lost out to that because somebody went 50K above asking, all cash. It was a crazy time, yeah. But the one we bought, we actually bought just on asking. It was actually fine because like I think the guy put it up at a good value on the road and stuff. So we were like, look, it's fine. We didn't mind it, right? But it was right at the end, and we kept thinking it's going to fall through. It's going to fall through. It's going to fall through.
So similar situation.
Yeah. But we were like days away, yeah. And then
that's next level stress, bro. The mortgage expiring.
We haven't started packing because we just don't think it's going to happen. Yeah. Bang! Everything goes through. Everything's done. You're moving in 4 days, whatever it is, and we're like this. Fuck. Okay, so we ship my son now. Mum, son is shipped. Okay, at my mum's. He's shipped. He's shipped. We don't want to think about him right now. Then my wife.
Prime.
Then my wife's like super. And by the way, I can organize boxes like Tetris. I can't pack. I pack like a bloke. Yeah. Right. Yes. And it's just and my wife's obviously just she's not in the right state, by the way. And we're packing, and we're trying to do it every evening for that last 3 days, and it turns out we have a fucking shit ton of stuff. I then think, okay, let me get ahead of the game. I was like, all right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a van, and I'm going to take it to my mum's house because she's got a big garage. Yeah, so I'm going to take half the stuff. This is how mad. This is how much I'm half of like a full van. Yeah, filled up. I like get my mate to help me. We unloaded my mum's house. Fine. Moving day comes, and by the way, I feel like this chain was like 6 deep or like 5. It was quite a big chain. So, and the way I think it works is the money comes in, money drops. Everyone's got to move by a certain time. We had to be out by like 12, I think. Right now,
Okay.
so I get my brother-in-law, get my brother, and on the 2 days, yeah. So the worst thing was we lived up 2 stories, right? So it's ground, first, second. We're at the top. There's no elevator. There's no lift.
Oh
Yeah,
God, bro.
I worked it out. Yeah, I looked at my phone on the 2 days that we did the heavy lifting, heavy moving. I did 28,000 steps on each day, up and down flights. Yeah, I'll fucking die. My health and my fitness was not ready for that. By the way, I would take boxes down to one floor. You know when you're like just holding your knees, catching your breath. That was at the beginning of the day. I was fucking knackered.
That was after the first
That was
box.
after the first box. I was like, why did I pack this so heavy? Who did I do this for? So we end up loading up, right? And we get here to the new place, and they have done a spectacular job leaving the house. Everything's cleaned, everything's dusted. They left like a note saying, "These are your takeaways."
These guys were the
It was
same. It was
unbelievable.
amazing. They left us flowers, bro.
Oh, that's so lovely.
It was amazing.
It's,
The gutters had been cleaned. It was just like blessed,
yeah, we
bro.
had a similar. They were lovely people, right? We, on the other hand, underestimated the whole situation. We were fucking still packing. She was meant to be there at 12. I think she came at 2. Even when she came, we had to get our neighbor to help us, and she was just grabbing carrier bags, just throwing shit in there, bruv.
Oh my.
As the woman pulled in with her truck, I'm not. By the way, I'm not there. I'm at my house unloading. She's
Okay.
my wife. She is on the phone, pissed off. You can tell. Where it's looking, it's a nightmare, bro.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Back the fuck up, bro. You are unloading
So I'm in
at the new
yeah.
place. Neha is with your neighbor
Yeah.
loading up all the
All
leftover
the
money into
last
carrier
button and
bags.
everything like that. Yeah,
Into carrier bags.
bro. It was.
And putting it where?
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you, right? I wasn't there, so this is This is
Okay.
what I pictured in my head. Yeah, she pulls up in downstairs in the truck. Nair and our neighbor Karen see her, and I think panic sets in, and I think they're like, "Fucking just go." Because before that, we're like, "Put it here," Nair's like, "Put it there." I think it's like all hands on deck, just fucking go. Yeah, and I even said to Nair, I was like, "I want to maybe fill any picture holes or like just keep it in like maybe paint, maybe do like a light coat if we need to do somewhere." And they was like, "Look, we ain't got time." Yeah, and
We still got saucepans
bruv,
everywhere.
it was a fucking joke because when you, I don't know in life how many times I've underestimated situations. This was one of the big ones. This is one of the. This is when we would tell people afterwards, "Oh, you should get. We didn't get movers." The look on their face is it like what? Oh, and the first assumption is, oh, you didn't have a chain, or you didn't. You could take your time moving. And we're like, no, we were in the chain, and we had like 2 hours or an hour to leave. And I think she turned up, and she was pissed.
Yeah, that must have been stressful, and she wasn't feeling well as well.
So Nair wasn't feeling great. The new person coming in was pissed. Our neighbour's running around with carrier bags. Yeah. I'm over down here unloading. She thinks I'm having the time of my life, by the way. Yeah. And like so I then end up rushing back, and what did I have to do? I had to like screw a socket back in, or I had to do something like some sort of building work or something somewhere. And I got there, and you could feel the tension. The great thing is we're never going.
Well, even your neighbor must have been angry at you.
She went. No, what the one who's helping us? No, she loves us. That was calm.
That's very kind, man.
We're still friends to this day, so
that.
there's a good relationship there.
Okay, that's nice.
That's cool. This new person, by the way, because it was like a nice block of flats, and everyone was quite friendly and like good to each other. But this woman comes in, bro, and you can tell she's not fucking happy, bro.
Because you were meant to be out at 12, but it's now 2 o'clock.
And remember, she's got we assume she's got movers, and they have to move stuff in. They can't just wait,
and they're going to start
yeah,
charging
they can't just
her.
wait in it. So we end up getting.
And she was staying at the Hilton the week before, or what?
I don't know how
You said she was
how she did it.
She was staying at a hotel, right?
Yeah, but that was bad advice though. They told her to sell her place without her getting a mortgage in principle.
Oh no,
and they told her like it will come, and they were confident. It did actually happen, but she had to move out a week before she could move in, which was insane. It was terrible advice, right? But yeah, she was pissed, right? And then we're like fucking scrambling. So I get there, and you know when you get somewhere, right, and everybody hates you, like, because you got to remember, yeah, this is my idea. This is not Nair's idea or anyone else. This is my idea. I get there, and like, well, like my brother-in-law's there, and he's all right, but you can tell he's just like, this is fucking tense. Yeah, the neighbor, our neighbor helping us, Karen, she's happy to see me, but also she's like, what the fuck is this shit?
She doesn't want to be there.
The new person moving in is like, I can't believe you've done this. And Nair's looking at me like, this is your hairbrained scheme, you prick. Yeah. And and the hate is just there, right? And all I want to do is make a smart ass comment, right? To try and ease the tensions, but it's so bad that I think whatever I would have said, I would have got a punch in the face. But we are just like, all right, let's go. Like, I don't know if I think we did a quick hoover, and we're like, fucking get out. You know when you're just like, get out, go, run. But then as we're leaving, and basically we met her partner and stuff like that. And in the end, they were cool with it. It sounds really weird. We were like, we left and we started chatting. And you're being friendly, you're trying to be nice and stuff. And then like, I'm just screwing in a socket. Like as I tried to leave as well. Because it was behind like this shoe cupboard, and I think I took it off years ago or whatever. And I'm telling you now, like in the end, it kind of worked out, but also not really, because when we moved everything here, we just dumped it in one room.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's a bigger place.
Yeah, so you've been to my house, so you were the big the second dining reception.
Yeah.
Everything was just piled up in there, to and it was, and we were also, this is the other stress. We were going on holiday a week later. So
of course, man. Why not add more variables into the mix?
To go to, right? And I remember saying to them, I was like, "Oh, if we exchange 4 days later, like on the last day, then you're gonna have to go, and I'm gonna have to move myself." And in my head, I thought that would be fine. All right, and obviously now that I've experienced it, oh fuck me, fuck me. That would have been fucking terrible. And I tell you another thing that really fucking pissed me off to no end as well was the house we were moving into. They were like, we're going to take our washing machine. So we're like, cool. We'll take the one in the flat. I remember it's 2 stories and there's no fucking lift. As I take it downstairs with my brother, it's fucking heavy, we get a message saying, actually, we're not going to take the washing machine. And I was like, you fucking ass. And I'll tell you something about that washing machine. That washing machine is still in my shed in my garden. I was like, fuck this. You know when like
that's the worst. That's the worst. That's the worst, bro.
But this is one of those self-inflicted stupidities I had. Because even now I tell people just get movers.
You go through it though, innit? Go through it one time.
No, but this was a very obvious thing to be like, should we get movers? Yeah, probably.
Well, what was it? You don't want it? Were you trying to save on costs, or did you just think it was not big enough that warranted movers?
I'll be honest with you, because we were going from a flat, right? I don't think the moving charge would have that much. It wasn't just money. I think more the motivation was, it'd be easy. We're just going from a flat. Like, it can't be that much stuff. And like, we're going to send my son away because he was like 2 at the time, whatever, right? So now I send to my mum's, will be fine. And you don't, like, you're looking, remember, I forgot about the loft. I think people just really understand this, right? We had...
You just looking at the rooms.
Like, I don't know why here we kept everything. There was nothing we did not keep, my friend. You know when you buy something and it comes in a box, let's just keep the box just in case.
Oh, one of them situations.
We kept everything. I'll tell you what though, this was a nice touch. This was so random, right? When we moved into the loft in the flat, there was a TV up there, but we assumed it never worked. And we were leaving the place. I was like, "Oh, should we take it, or should we just leave it there, like it's whatever?" She was just like, "No, we've got to clear it out completely." And my brother were just about to throw it away, but as we get downstairs, there's a plug socket. My brother goes, "Does it work?" We turned it on, and it worked.
Oh,
it's
nice.
the TV we use in our bedroom.
Oh, sick.
So there was one good thing came out that day.
Sometimes you should keep things, but not cardboard boxes. Maybe throw those out. There's plenty of those.
Honestly, we kept everything. It was so silly. But you know when you have the space, you fill it.
This is what I was going to say. Like, I feel like if you have... Sometimes having more space is problematic. Because it means you're just going to pack more shit in it, bro.
Yeah, and you've been to my house now. And our house is full to the brim. And all of that was from the flat. As in terms of furniture, the only thing we've bought since then is one bed and an origin and one kid bed. That's it. Everything else, the table, the sofas, everything was from that flat.
Did you assemble your sofas then, or disassemble anything and then put it back?
Yeah, I did. I'm good at that stuff, so that wasn't too bad for me. I did my sofas.
Bro, that stuff to me is like, I ain't doing that.
I did that.
I will put it on backwards.
Yeah, no,
there'll be a leg missing on the bed.
No, I did that for the just for our sofa. Everything else kind of fit. But it was a fucking nightmare taking it down fucking 2 flights of stairs. Remember, 28,000
steps. That is mad. Just that alone would have put me off. The fact that I need to do that by myself, that amount of stuff on 2 flights of stairs.
Yeah. And to me, I'll tell you what, the other thing about it was hilarious, yeah. Before we moved, we're like, okay, we're going to pack things away and throw things away we don't need. So you have like a clear out. And then you're going to unpack it correctly when you get to the other place. Let me tell you something. One, we didn't fucking throw anything away. It felt like. Two, when we moved, it took us over a year to unpack everything.
Yeah. I can tell that we're going to have the same. There's going to be some boxes that are just never going to be open.
They're never going to be open, trust me, man. The other day, I remember this.
There's the box. You can see boxes behind me, bro. And then, bro, at one point, Guggen's like, "Oh, we don't need to put any writing on them." I was like, "Why not?" She's like, "Because I know what's being packed." I was like, "How can you tell?"
That's brave.
And then we had a little bit of an argument about that. And then she was like, "I just know," and she did, to her credit. She just knew from looking at the. It wasn't boxes; it was these bags like that you could put your clothes in. Because I can just see the clothes and I know I can't do that, bro. I need labels, man. I'm stupid when it comes to these things. I need very, very in-your-face instructions.
Well, I'm clearly stupid. Otherwise... I was like, we could get movers, but let's leave it. I didn't even get... I could have got a man in van, so the guy drives it, helps you load up and stuff like that. I was like, nah, bro, I just do the van. I'm good.
So you just got
and also, van. By the way, let me explain something. I think I forgot. Time pressure. So I was my brother, right? So the way we booked this van is like you pick it off like B&Q, like it's like a Hertz van, but you get a specific time for it. And my brother picked the time, but it was tight. So
God, bro, you're adding bare mixes, bare variables into this mix.
So my brother is a stickler for this kind of stuff. He's a guru when he pays for something, he's not paying a penny over. So he was like,
He's Prakash about it.
He would have just dropped the van to B&Q and just unloaded my stuff in B&Q and be like, "Here, this is your stuff. Come collect." And I could see, and we were leaving, and I was like, "Maybe you have to extend the time." And he's just looking at me like, "I'm not extending the time. This is a you problem." I was like, so that time pressure, honestly, the time pressure throughout the whole day was there, bro.
But you made it back. You didn't get a penalty for it.
I don't know if can't remember if he extended it for an hour because I think he felt sorry for me. I think when I
after the tension.
I think when we turned up back to do the final trip, and he saw everyone hate me simultaneously.
Yeah, he
I
must
think
have
he was
done
like,
it then.
I feel bad for him actually.
Yeah.
But he probably was like second guessing it. But it's really annoying when you solely make a mistake and you can't share that failure with someone. That's how I felt that day.
This is the same. It's the same thing that happened to me. I didn't need to do that. I should have just left it as it was and parted with the money, bro.
We always as blokes, we always just overestimate our abilities.
Yeah, 100%. 100. Yeah, I'll do it on the day. I'll do it. I'll do electrical work, which I do not do any other time on the day before a move. Literally hours before, and it'll be okay.
Oh, mate. Yeah. Do you know what? To be fair, it's bringing back nightmares. It's like, I'm getting like PTSD from that day. Because even we were,
Bro, I feel like I'm in that van with you.
and do you know when you're like driving from place to place, it's just quiet in the car. Because we had to do a bunch of trips, right? We were 15 minutes away from our flat, right, where we moved.
Yeah.
And like, it's quiet. And I think my brother was trying to make jokes in between some of the trips. And I'm just like, all right, when we get here, let's move, let's go.
Yeah. No talking. We need to. We got things to do.
Yeah. And then every time I had a conversation with my wife about how's it going, it was fucking tense, bro. Because she'd phone me like, "Have you unloaded yet?" And you're like, "I'm trying." But yeah.
But from her perspective, this could have been avoided.
From her, this should have been avoided.
Yeah.
But you know when like it tests you as a couple.
Yeah.
One, that was a big test, by the way, because ever since then, no qualm. She goes anytime someone's moving, like anytime first thing she says, "Get movers," and then she looks at me
before you can say, before you can open your mouth,
and like I want to say, depends how much you got to move. Like that's what I want to say. Actually, do you know what's so crazy? In my head, sometimes I'm still like, nah, you could do it still. You could still do it.
Fucking hell, bro.
Because technically we did do it. It was tense, but we technically did it.
You did, bro, but you you put a lot on the line.
And we were over 2 hours late. Were we 2 to 4?
2 hours late with extra help.
2 to 4 hours. No, we were proper late, by the way. But she arrived late. But I think overall, from the time we were meant to be out, I think it was 4 hours. May have been. Imagine that. Imagine you roll up. Imagine if they came one time and we had to. Oh, mate.
I can't imagine like us. We were meant to be in here at 2:00, but there was the payments hadn't gone through from our sellers, so it ended up being a little bit delayed. But I still wanted to get out of our place.
Let me tell you the difference between me and Chloe. The other side of this was when we came into the new house, right? I managed to see the guy who owned the house previously, and I said, "Oh, how's it going?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "You won't believe it." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "The house they were moving into, that woman, their movers didn't turn up."
Oh,
so check
shit.
this out. This guy, I think, moved I don't know. He did it himself as well because he was a builder, right?
Okay.
So, but I think he had a bunch of lads with him, and then he goes to me. He goes, "Oh, we helped them move." I go, "What?" I go, "You moved and helped the other people move." He's like, "Yeah."
That's rated. He moved her.
He moved himself.
And he moved him.
Before I did my first van drop. Can you believe this shit? I was like, oh,
fuck. Were you just bragging, bro?
I was like, fuck this guy. And then, but honestly, they left this place. You know, when you move into a place, it will never be that empty, or, like never that clean. It will never be that pristine, and like until you leave, especially if kids and stuff. But fuck.
Yeah, I was very, very impressed with the condition that these guys left it in.
I tell you one thing that I didn't like what he did though. So when we went to see the house, right, and this house didn't need anything done. Everything was finished really nicely, right? They had really nice bathroom mirrors and lights and stuff. and he had speakers on the ceiling and stuff. Bro, I come here, he's taking out every single light, he's taking out all the bathroom mirrors, and he took out the speakers. I was like, oh fuck.
This is what I'm saying, man. There's certain things that you want to take with
Like
you.
a Nest thermostat.
Like a Nest thermostat, but only take it out if you know how to put it in, bro.
By the way, that was a couple years ago, right? Still haunts me to this day.
Yeah, it's a great story.
But I'm an idiot because I know that if we move again, I know I'm gonna go to them like, do you know what? I think I've learned from my mistakes. And like, let's say our boys are older, I'm like, they'll help me. They'll be fine. I've got people now. Just don't get ill. Okay, that's what
that was a weak link.
Now, honestly, I tell you now, I can tell you for certain what it was. It was the flight of stairs.
Bruv, it was not the flight of stairs.
Do you know how much time
it was the fact that you need to just outsource some things in life, bro. You get to a point where you just need to outsource.
I'm going to convince myself I'm going to do it again. But these movers are miracle workers, by the way.
They're amazing
because they can unload as well.
Yeah, and they repack. They built the beds and
and
everything.
I've heard. So when I chatted to her about it, she was like, "Oh, if we do this again," she goes, "I'm paying movers to do this. I'm gonna go grab a tea, and when I come back, they're gonna unload it in my house as well."
Yeah,
she was like, "I'm not messing around." And it's me, my bride.
You're just pointing them to everything.
But I'm the kind of guy that would like go with them and help them in it and be like, "Yeah, let me jump in, lads."
I'll give you a hand.
Oh, I don't know why I do this to myself.
It's a good joke. It's a story, though, isn't it?
That's like this. This is, yeah. I've done many things like this.
I think Did you get anything nice for your neighbor that helped you?
Well, her and they're like friends, like Christmas.
Oh, okay, so it's
kids gifts and stuff
like
yeah. No, she. To be fair, like Nair's been lucky with neighbors because when she had a flat, the two like roommates she ended up having came to our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
This woman is still like our friend to this day. Like her kids went trick or treating with them recently. Oh, so nice. And the neighbors we have now, on one side they came around for drinks the other day. So we're quite lucky so far, touch wood, with neighbors. That's one thing I'll say is like make an effort with your neighbors.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Because if you decide to move yourself up there,
not too far down, because then that's our old house neighbors. We don't want to go that far. We'll make an effort with the neighbors on either side of this place. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say,
otherwise, they're gonna start asking us about Nest thermostat. I'm like, I'm not bro.
Do you know what, bro? I know you. If your neighbor's chatting to you about a thermostat, you're gonna be like, I can fit that. You know I'm a licensed Nest fitter. If it's not Nest though, but I would only go with Nest. And then you go there, see it, and there'd be different wires. You're like, oh, do you know what? You got the old wiring. You need to update this shit.
Let me call my manager. I'll call you, bro.
I'm done.
I think that's us for time, man.
Yeah, all good.
Thank you, Hiren, for jumping back on. Listeners, please give your comments, questions, stories, anything that you have that relates to the topics that we discussed today, or anything else that you want to talk about, anything else you want us to discuss. Please reach out, Instagram, send us a message on email, or we have an anonymous forum as well. And we'll see you next week. Do you have any shout outs or any? We should give Neha a shout out for putting up with your bullshit, bro. And Gagan for putting up with mine.
Yeah, shout out to the wise, bro. Shout out to the wise. Shout out to the neighbor Karen for helping us.
Shout out to Karen.
And
if any of you are, if any of you listeners are in the process of moving or thinking about moving or just deliberating, then hopefully this gives you some pearls of wisdom.
Well, if you are going to move, give me a call. I don't mind giving you a hand. To be honest,
we might have to call Karen as well and see if she's free.
I think that'd be good. You can do the electronics the 2 hours before.
I do the electrics.
You do it 2 hours before you need to go, and then I'll start panicking and just start throwing things into a van.
We have Karen on bag duty.
As long as look, bro, if I got bare carrier bags, I think I'll be fine. Actually, to several hundred carrier bags.
All right. We'll see you next week, people. Share the struggle, find the funny, and see you later, people. Bye.